welcome back to another video. As most of you know by now, we're typically a travel vlog, more specifically a Mexico travel vlog, where we occasionally go to other places in the world, but these are crazy times and
today we're traveling around our apartment, so you might call us a sedentary vlog.
Or a what the heck are we doing these days vlog, because we're trapped inside and the coronavirus has plagued the world.
So what's life in Mexico like inside
our apartment? So we're gonna show you what our life is like here in Puerto Morelos.
All right, rewind to this morning. Morning, Laska.
Good morning. Okay, time to get up.
Can you help me make the bed, please?
Boom. Bed made. Don't forget the pillow.
Nice matching glue.
Yep.
Do you want to get some breakfast, Laska?
Let's get some breakfast.
Go get a breakfast treat. Oh, big stretch.
A little bit of boots. Yeah, that's good. Sit. Stay. Go.
I'm going to make a little breakfast smoothie. I can't make it the way I normally like it because we haven't been able to go to the store very much, and I like bananas in my smoothies and those go bad quickly. So I'm going to have to improvise today. I'm putting a jugo verde or green juice mixture in. Putting some mango and some blueberries, a little bit of moringa, and some ginger.
Now, before I get dressed and take care of this, what appears to be super cute hair I've got going on after going to bed with it wet, gotta take out my choppers and brush them. Now to get dressed. Laska, what should I wear today? Okay, let's see here. It's getting pretty hot in these here parts, so I'm thinking shorts and what shirt? Ooh, this purple one, I like this one. And a belt. And you know, actually, before I get started on this crazy mane of mine, I need to get working on the most important meal of the day, coffee. So I like to make my coffee at home, and I have this cold brew pitcher. I'll show you how this works in just a second here. I love this thing, it's super easy to use. Basically, you have this middle section, and inside is where the coffee is brewing in this filter. So you just put the coffee in the center, put this on. Well, you put the coffee in the center, put water in it, and then throw it in the fridge for like 2 days, and then afterwards I strain it out. This step is not necessary, but I like to put coffee filters over top of these glass jars. I take the cold brew and pour it over top. This step is unnecessary because of the fact that this has its own filter inside of here that really does filter out most of the coffee granules, but this gets out the little fine sediment, and I don't prefer to have that in there, so just do this, and then I can store it in the fridge for like 5 or 6 days, even though it doesn't typically last me that long. Okay, now that we have the finished product here, I will take my reusable glass tumbler and either coconut milk or regular milk to make my coffee. Sometimes I put ice, but not always. Cold brew actually has more caffeine than regular coffee, so I don't drink that much of it. And actually, since my explant surgery, I don't need that much because I have more energy now.
Laska, do you want to go potty outside?
then you need to sit.
Alaska, sit. Alaska, sit. Yes. Good girl, sort of.
Girl, eventually.
Oh, I hate my hair so long.
So because it's getting so hot in this region, we're coming into the summer months, which are especially hot and humid. We're not actually taking her for a walk in the morning. We do that in the evening. And at this time, we're just taking her to go potty outside. Oh, it's so hot and humid and miserable.
Hace calor.
Ugh, gross. My hair's even worse now. Somebody help. All right, so for what I do in the morning, it's pretty basic to get ready. Usually if I'm gonna wash my hair, I do that in the morning, but I did that last night to save some time. So in this case, I spray this on my hair to get it to calm down. So there we go. That's that. I need to find a moisturizer that works for me and that doesn't make me break out. So right now I use olive oil with a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of essential oils. And then my favorite part of my routine, my jade roller. Jade rollers are for lymphatic drainage to help keep your skin clear and kind of improve circulation. It also helps to reduce puffiness. So I just go over my face like this, gently. It's super relaxing. Jade's a stone that holds coolness to it, so it's like a nice way to wake up in the morning. Always working down to promote the drainage, the lymphatic drainage, and then also on the neck right here so that it drains down to these lymph nodes. I love this thing. I use it morning and night. I actually reached out to the company. This is a Canadian company. I asked if they would like to offer you guys a discount if anybody else wanted to get this. So if you go to their website, we'll link that down below, and use the code Tangerine, you get a discount on your purchase. And with that done, I go in with a little bit of makeup, and I do mean a little bit of makeup because I really don't do all that much. I have this piece of crap concealer that I'm just trying to use up. It's not good at all, and I don't know if I have any little spots. I'll do like that. Dab it in a little bit. Perfecto. And then I use Becca Compact Powder Foundation. Let's do a little bit of powder to get rid of the shininess, and we have plenty of that shininess here in the Riviera Maya. Making funny faces while doing this is actually a requirement. All right, that's it. That's me getting ready in the morning. That's the extent of my makeup. Oh, I almost forgot. Flowers that I always wear in my hair. And then I'll put one like right about there. Voila. And before I move on with the rest of our day, I just had to show you our very small, kind of inconvenient bathroom where we have the sink here with what I call a screw you counter, screw you ledge, because it's so small, you can hardly fit anything around the whole thing. Water spills out of this all the time. This sink is ridiculous. And then I want to show you this contraption that I had to make to put the camera on top of, because we just got rid of our tripod thinking we've had a channel for 2 years and we've maybe used it like once or twice, so we gave it to our friend and didn't realize this whole pandemic thing was going to happen and that we would be making a bunch of videos at home. So here is my makeshift tripod made out of books, a little table, 2 cracker boxes, and some ridiculousness thrown right in there. And because we have a husky, that pretty much means a daily routine of sweeping and vacuuming and sometimes brushing. What you doing?
I made a mistake.
What did you do?
I was showing my broom.
Oh, and then
all the
hair's
fur
been
went flying.
And as much as we've tried to train Laska to do some of her own cleaning or like brushing of her hair and, you know, getting the excess furs off.
We continually ask her to stop shedding, but
and she doesn't do it. So if somebody could please explain this to me. How about you, Laska? Laska, can you explain yourself? Why you no sweep? Why you no brush? Is it because you're a dog? I know you want just belly rubs all the time. Then we gotta take out this little doohickey. This is a little lint wand, you might call it. And you gotta take it, get all the furs off the couch every day. Ta-da! We also use this piece of crap vacuum. It's called the Teeny Tiny Tank, and it does have a very small capacity to hold things, but it also doesn't last more than about 5 minutes before it overheats and just basically shuts off. So that's why we don't really like it, but we bought it, and this is great for surfaces that just fill up with hair on a very regular basis. So for the 5 minutes that we can, we try to get the fur off. Okay, it just died, so now I can show you the teeny tiny tank capacity. So this is the inside of it. This is the full tank. Here's what we got in here. But it died on me before I was finished vacuuming, which is usually the case, hence why this is a teeny tiny piece of crap. I don't recommend it to anyone, but vacuums aren't very common in Mexico, and there's just some things that you have to vacuum, so we're keeping it for all 3 to 5 measly minutes that we can pick Laska off of everything.
A little bit of penol and some bleach.
The heavy stuff.
Yeah. I think one of the most underrated ways of getting rid of this virus is by mopping a lot.
Normally we're mopping with natural cleaners like essential oils and Pine-Sol I consider a natural cleaner, but in these crazy pandemic-y times we're adding bleach to make sure that if we've tracked anything nefarious into the house, that it's being for sure killed. Laska, you hard at work sleeping on the couch? And Jordan already had a smoothie, but I realize it is 12:48 in the afternoon and I haven't had breakfast or anything to eat besides coffee with milk in it. So we're gonna cook some breakfast and show you what we might make on a typical morning.
I don't know why you're in such a hurry. You already had the most important meal of the day.
Laska, I'm gonna zoom in and show everyone how cute you are. Oh, and you can do his eyes. Alrighty, so we're going to get to making breakfast here. Gotta get a cutting board, a knife. First, we're gonna start with the potatoes. And to help me out in the kitchen to oversee everything to make sure it's all going according to plan and also act as a cleaning crew, we've got this little lady down here who's usually like pretty much right under my feet, all up in this area and generally just in front of the stove. Her other duties include getting in my way and pissing me off while I'm trying to cook, but we have Laska assisting all along the way. As soon as she hears the stove turn on or me chopping anything up, you bet your piney that she's gonna be right here in the kitchen. So we like to use coconut oil to cook these potatoes because it has a much higher smoke point or much higher burn point, which means it allows them to get crispy on the outside at just the right temperature. Okay, for some reason it didn't record that last clip, but I was just putting the oil in the pan, and basically the trick is to put an unhealthy amount of coconut oil in there so that it gets the potatoes all nice and crispy by the end and golden brown.
I disagree. Coconut oil is very healthy. Go coconut oil.
In moderation.
All the coconut oil.
Healthy in moderation, like all things. I'm also going to go ahead and make some over easy eggs. Perfecto. So these are some delicious sausage that we got from Costco. It's like,
Laska knows.
anytime we have this out, she's like, hi, I'm right here. But unfortunately it has garlic, so we don't feed it to her, but not unfortunately for us, it tastes amazing. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of those on this morning. This isn't turning into the most healthy breakfast ever, but it's one of the most delicious that we make. Okay, so before the potatoes are done, we have to spice them. I usually do some like chili powder, just a little bit of that. And I wait to do this till the end because otherwise there would be so much smoke in here because the spices start to burn basically. We have this garlic stuff seasoning that we got from Costco. Dump a bunch of that on there. a tiny bit of turmeric for the health benefits. I don't really like the flavor of turmeric that much, but just a little seasoning of that. Use some paprika. A lot of paprika.
Asuka, what do you think?
Finish off with some salt. Lately we've been putting some of this like fresh garlic in here, which I think tastes really good. Yep.
Listen to that sizzle.
Oh yeah. Sizzle, baby. And these are our potatoes, my favorite part. Oh, did I just throw one over there somewhere? Oopsie.
That was yours.
That's my portion. Yum! I just want to point out really quickly that we don't have tajin on our huevos estrellados this morning. And it's not because we're afraid of the retaliation or the negative comments or because we don't like it anymore. It's actually just because we don't have any. But while we're eating breakfast, or in this case, lunch / heading towards dinner time, we usually sit here at the couch and put our food on the coffee table and then we watch Netflix. Right now we're watching the show called Blacklist that we're really into. Don't even think about it. So now that we're being forced to stay inside, basically because of this whole pandemic doohickey, I have been much more diligent about doing a daily stretching routine where I pull out my yoga mat and get a little bit more limber as the days go by. I used to be a gymnast for like, I forget, 8-9 years or something like that, so I like to maintain that flexibility. Of course, I'm nowhere near as flexible as I used to be, but I'm gonna show you my little routine that I do. So the basic things I like to stretch are my shoulders and kind of my arms, going side to side to stretch out my midsection, but then also I do a lot of focus on legs, and that's to basically get back to my former splits, like middle splits, right and left. I'm a righty, so that means I can go much farther down on my right leg with my right leg out in front than with my left leg out in front. Under normal circumstances, when we're not like making a video about the experience, I usually like to put something on TV like Netflix, a show or a movie, so that I can sit in a position like this. I don't know if you can possibly see. I could sit in a position like this, improving my flexibility without focusing so much on the oh my gosh, this freaking hurts and this is unnatural side of things. But I am pretty surprised how much of my flexibility I've gotten back since this whole like self-isolation quarantine. It's been almost 7 weeks now and I'm basically back to all the way down, which just goes to show you that if you put your mind to it and you're consistent with things, you will get the results that you're hoping for most of the time.
It has been so dry here lately. We notice everything getting brown and we haven't seen a mosquito in as long as I can remember. And today, out of nowhere, it started pouring.
There's been such a long dry spell that the fact that it's pouring buckets right now and our power went off. And there goes our power. And there's our power. This is just nuts. So it's about at this point in the day that Jordan's going off and doing his own thing and doing some work and things on his computer, and then I'm doing work of my own. So in this case, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of editing today of this video exactly, and we've gotten tons of comments in the past asking how I edit and what goes on behind the scenes there, and to be perfectly honest, I don't know what you guys want to see when it comes to the editing, because to me, I think it would be a little bit boring. I can sit down at the computer and edit for anywhere between like an hour to 8 hours at a time to try to finish a video. So maybe you can let me know in the comments what it is that you guys are interested in seeing when it comes to the editing of our videos. So another part of our day is rolling out our backs. This is like our at-home chiropractor, and you can't even really see what's going on until I get down here. But this is the smallest of our 3 chirp wheels.
This is the one that really gets in there and gets all those nice deep cracks. I also like the bigger one for stretching out my back.
So you might be thinking, what the heck is the difference between this weird looking contraption and a foam roller? And the answer is basically this is just designed a whole lot better. It has a groove cut out where your spine goes like right in the middle of that little groove, and because it's so much, because it's so much skinnier, it applies pressure on the muscles more directly instead of how a foam roller is. It disperses your body weight, essentially the pressure that you're putting on there, across your entire back, which makes it not quite as effective.
We go to the chiropractor on a regular basis, but having these has reduced the number of times we need to go by like 75%. So for every 4 visits we used to have, now we have 1.
Yeah.
It's not quite as good as a chiropractor, but it's almost as good.
It's like a traveling chiropractor, or in these cases, a socially distant chiropractor, or a stay-at-home friendly chiropractor. Oh yeah, I can feel some cracks happening. This is a good kind of crack. So we've been using these for like, I don't know, like 8 months now?
Yeah.
It's something like that. We use it like 1 or 2 times a day, and it really helps, especially on days when we're sitting in really odd positions or going on a plane or whatever and our back is getting messed up. So we totally 100% recommend this product, so much so that we actually became an affiliate, which means if you click on the link that we provided in the description and purchase one for yourself, we get a little chunk of change from that.
I have to say though, you can buy these on Amazon, but don't. They're cheaper if you go to our link and go to their website. Our link takes you to their website, and there it's quite a bit cheaper than on Amazon.
Look at those pretty blue eyes. Hello.
That's good. You have a phone call.
Hola. ¿Quién es?
Good girl. Thanks for allowing us to play with you.
Okay.
Do you want to play with a toy?
No, I wouldn't. I need to give her a boopster on the nose. No, I need to give you boop. Let me boop you. Let me boop you. Yeah, I can guarantee it. Is that a toy? Is it a moose toy? Get a moose. Oh, she's slipping and sliding. Oh my gosh, please don't break the couches.
I got it.
Get your moose, Saskia, get it! Oh my gosh, Alaska. Alaska, what are you doing? Oh, you look so majestic. What great model lighting. Grr. Oh, get it. It's my toy.
Ah!
Sorry.
I got a wet moose in my mouth.
Ew.
Gross. Okay, I gotta use mouthwash.
Alaska, do you want to go for a walk? Okay, that's just aggressive.
Okay.
Isn't that a cute roll? Oh. Reminds me of that song. A girl's so fine, but her breath is like, woof. Do that again. You could be famous on TikTok, Alaska. Pick it.
I've never seen a woodpecker try to pick plastic.
What's in there?
It just rained, so there's lots of new smells.
So this is the time of day that I think we are all most excited about these days, considering we're trapped in the house all of the time, except in the evening when we get to go for a walk with Laska. And before we get a bunch of comments like, no, you need to stay inside and you need to be wearing masks, I just want you all to observe how there is no one on this path whatsoever. We don't come into contact with a single soul, except maybe dragonflies and birds along the way. One time we saw a capybara, I think that's how you say it, but besides that, nothing else. So this is an exciting time of day when we get to leave, breathe the fresh air.
All right, Laska, this is gonna be a tough one. You ready? Okay, we're gonna have to run and jump over the first puddle, then we run and jump over another puddle, and then we're okay? Let's go! Lasky, got in the way! No. This is where our walk ends.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yep, this is where our walk ends. Well, Alaska is going to get a drink apparently, and so are a bunch of dragonflies. This is actually phenomenal to me. It rained buckets today after there being such a huge, I don't know if you'd call it a drought, but definitely a dry spell. And I've already gotten bit by like 3 mosquitoes. One of them I slapped on my leg had actually sucked blood already. So there had been no mosquitoes at all up until this point, and now so many bugs like dragonflies and little tiny flies and mosquitoes are out. This is wild, and this is why we kind of wanted to leave this region before this, but of course, pandemic sort of changed things for us.
Go.
Ah! Asa, guess who's getting a bath when we get back?
You are.
You are! Let's go.
Alaska, sit. Yes. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Stay.
No! Alaska got herself pretty good and dirty, so we're gonna give her the dreaded BATH, but we're gonna cut this off for now so that we can do this bath. It's gonna be rough for all of us. Oh my gosh, that was such an ordeal, but now what you're looking at here is a clean, floofy, wet, pissed off, happy to be out of the bathroom, Dougie, sitting right in front of the fan so she can dry off. Are you gonna try to lick yourself off? I don't think that's gonna work. But luckily enough for us, she actually has a bath mat to sit on. This is her dog bed, her spot as we call it, but it's actually a memory foam bath mat from Costco. So she can actually dry off and we could tell her go to your spot and she will. Good girl, Alaska. I really wish we could have shown you guys what she looked like when she was completely wet and her, like everything. She's so tiny under all that floof.
I'm exhausted.
Me too.
That took way longer than I thought. Do you think we could just like snap our fingers and make dinner appear?
Well, we could try it. Okay, let's hope for the best.
All right, let's do it.
Damn it!
All right.
Okay, well, can you try for me? That looks good. It looks like riced cauliflower with carrots and celery, some chicken, and Mennonite cheese with rice on the side.
It's weird, you know exactly what's in it. So that was weird. You snapped it, it appeared in front of me. So I guess I could try it for you.
Yeah! All right, let's eat. I'm super hungry.
Well, that worked. Whew.
Okay, so last night I was so exhausted and basically we just didn't want to record anymore. There was also so much else that we wanted to put in this video that we do on a pretty regular basis or daily basis, like doing Spanish lessons and other hobbies and things that we have, but we kind of just ran out of time. But if you guys could just let us know, what do you think of this type of video? Did you like this? Did you hate it? Do you never want to see this again? Do you want more of these? Like, just let us know. These are unprecedented times. We've never done a video quite like this before.
But yeah, in just a moment here, if you want to see our other videos, we're going to have our binge watch everything playlist where you can easily see all of our videos from the beginning in order.
And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel because we do release a new video every single week, and lately we've been doing a live stream on Sundays. So, but before you go, one more thing. Gong that bell if you want to be the first to be notified whenever we release a new video or start a live video.
And we'll see you very soon.